We are here. We are very pleased you have decided to try this form of communication with us. We send you messages and information in a myriad of avenues and through the signs and synchronicity that plays out for you daily. We are the collective consciousness of the pleiadian guides and masters of whom you work closely with and whom work through you. Every moment of every day, you are connected with your higher knowing, and we wish for you to trust this knowing and to take action on the messages and information being sent to you, and to also assist others in finding their own knowings, their inner guidance. The messages which come through in ways that uplift and assist not only the one receiving the information, but all of humanity. The energies upon earth and all those who reside within and around this sacred area of existence are beginning to change so exponentially. Can you recall simply 1 year ago from where you perceive yourself to be within the time now? We wish for you to examine the shift, the grand jump you and your fellow family members have achieved. We bring this information to your attention now simply to show you, to help you in realizing how far things have moved, and to give you the confidence for moving forward from this point with what you may say, the chips all in. Since the early 80s, the energies and frequencies which reach each and every member of planet Earth have been speeding up, increasing, and delivering more and more light to the consciousness of every being open to these frequencies. In the beginning, there were only a handful of you upon the planet. Anchoring in the higher frequency and energy is your mission, your purpose for coming to Earth at this time, so that you may act as an antenna, as well as your soul family, who in recent years has continued to increase rapidly. Some of you were born into the bodies you possess and have been designed and coded to activate certain aspects of your original soul, which resides in the higher dimensions. As you fired up these pieces of yourselves, you may have noticed the shifts which happen within and around you on very deep spiritual levels. You may have also been very lonely and lost in the very beginning of these firing of codes throughout the physical, emotional, and mental bodies. This was to be expected. In order for you to come in and make a change, to make a shift upon the earth and within the global consciousness, you needed to experience life as a member of Earth, completely new, afraid, and ready to walk in the shoes of a human being. As you took this journey, it was so obvious as we watched that you held on to aspects of yourself that should have been unreachable. However, you surprised not only us, the beings who have organized this with assistance from and alongside many advanced and higher dimensional beings, you surprised yourself. The higher self who remains within the higher dimensions and is watching every moment, every decision, every aspect of the Earth experience. Those who have been within the physical body since birth have had tough, long roads to where they reside now. In the year of 2000, more and more codes were fired up, which led to the beginning of so many waking up. Although prior to this awakening, you were all aware and would question the world that you felt was not right, realizing that what others perceived as normal was anything but, and that life had been steered wrongly in our past. Perhaps you recall being told stories in your history classes, and in your heart, your soul, you knew the teachings were not right. Maybe you went along with the memorizing, repeating, and testing of these subjects, but deep within the stretches of your mind, you felt these stories, these so-called facts, were not feasible. As you move through more chapters of your life, more and more of these feelings, these questions, which any time were shared, would likely be laughed at, dismissed, or simply fall on deaf ears. Recognizing not only the system of which the humans were a part of, but the extreme conditioning they seemed to be completely immersed in, was something they simply existed within and even fought for. To ask the question of why or what purpose they choose to simply fall into the expected life conditions designed for them from birth was simply too difficult for them to see. Throughout the years, more and more of you, starseeds, have been born around the globe. Each one was also planned from before you even came to be within a womb. There were particular parents, family, locations chosen to make the biggest impact upon the global consciousness and for the evolution of your own awakening, knowing, and experiences. However, this conditioning, this planning, this experiment was chosen with and by you before coming to this planet. You chose every aspect of the life you are now within. Though you could not predict every outcome or every decision made, you knew exactly what kind of struggles and dynamics would be presented to you. You really are a master creator, and the complexity of planning made cannot be fully explained or understood by you at this time. There are so many details of your life which we elaborately designed for the exact purpose of your awakening. Even the dates, times, days, and places of other starseed experiments and actions were created with the purpose of assisting one another to remember, fire up, and raise frequencies. That is why you have an interest within the zodiac, numerology, as well as why when you see certain animals, colors, or even people, you feel electrified. The codons and energy associated with these expressions of creation assist in your own evolution and creation. After the year 2000, there were many of you here. You are all at different ages and in different stages of your mission. Some of you were far ahead of previously expected timelines, while others remained exactly where predicted. Some were far behind. There were many wrapped into the grips of Earth's negative influences and energies. Some were just so sensitive they wanted to die. In order to escape the pain upon this planet, some resorted to recreational drugs and into other nasty, risky behaviors in order to shift out of the outside world and to shut off the feelings they felt buried in. During this time, the energies were rapidly increased, and as the good ones came to raise the vibration, so too did the influences of lower vibrational energies, and they were targeted right at starseeds. In order to continue in keeping them asleep, so that they wouldn't wake up the sleeping humans, and allow them to realize they have free will, and that the lifestyles, expectations, money, diet, and all that they willingly partake of is simply not in their highest good. To combat these dark influences upon Earth, desperate actions were taken in order not to have so many of you fail and be deterred from completing your mission. This is when an influx of walk-ins were sent to Earth. They came into the bodies of so many star seeds who were too far off from their mission to achieve, and some even came into the bodies of the regular human beings, those with the highest likelihood of making positive changes and impacts upon Earth. You may be hearing of good and generous deeds being done by the most unexpected people, or even what you would call celebrities. And this is likely due to a walk-in soul experience within that human. The past few years have become so phenomenally intense, and so many of the star seeds are awake. Thousands more are awakening now. Some of you have found other star seeds to co-create with and bring even more energy and frequency to the Earth together. Some of you are working as healers, psychics, and beginning to expand your reach and information across the globe. As you find other star seeds who are awake and following their path to assist Earth, you will be amplified and magnified. Work together with the other star seed family members that you encounter. This will assist to increase the energies so much faster and stronger. There are now even star seeds who are falling in love and reproducing the next step into evolution of the planet. These babies, some of you refer to as crystal or rainbow children, can anchor in 10 times the amount of light than 10 star seeds could ever achieve, even working together. The babies are not like the Earth babies. They require extreme sensitive, caring people and environments for them to be best as an anchor of light. The use of chemicals, processed foods, and even certain toys will not be tolerated by these children. You must assist the humans in understanding these children and help to assist them in the beginning of their missions upon Earth. We love you, we recognize you, and we know that you are going to accomplish all you have set out to do.